Gives me great pleasure now to bring on board the founder and managing director and CEO of AU Small Finance Bank, Mr. Sanjay Agarwal, to on ET now. And before I throw a question at him, I just want to put the construct here. I mean, I've had the pleasure of tracking this bank even when it was not listed, and from really an unknown franchise, it has become an unforgettable franchise. For a lot of naysayers who had questioned their rate of growth, are now realizing that even at high growth, a built to last franchise could be built. Yes, up and downs do happen in the credit cycle, but the fact that they've come on the right side of the COVID cycle, the uptick in the interest rate is something which they manage beautifully, is quite commendable. So, Mr. Agarwal, it's so nice to have you back on ET now. Thank you for joining us. The Shera is all
Thank you,
over.
Nikunj.
Diwali is round the corner. So, is
Yeah.
everybody in for a good, happy Diwali this time?
Yeah. Because absolutely, Nikunj, because the way we are building this country now, the way the whole energy is around, and the number data says, that we are on for one of the most fascinating time for this country, and I am seeing very long growth phase, and the kind of the overall environment, whether be it the capex, be it the numbers, be it the consumer confidence, the determination of the entire youth of this country. So I believe that Diwali will be big for us this time. We do very small business loans, which is the, I would say, not MSME, even below an MSME, but those businesses, those people are really the heart of the whole economy, right? Because they drive it, be it in manufacturing or be it a consumer of it. So I think those sector is also is good enough. There is a lot of determination around those people that they want to build bigger and bigger businesses. What they're doing as of now. I'm saying the tech is phenomenal. To be very honest, I would say that the credit goes to the whole knowledge which India has. Be it at Bangalore, be it at Delhi, Mumbai, Noida, everywhere, wherever I go, tech people actually surprises you a lot with their energy, with their innovation, with their, again, I would say, with their determined kind of mindset that they need to deliver, right? I think tech will surprise us more and more as we move forward in this whole growth cycle. I would say, I would give the credit to the government also that the compliance structure has gone to the next level, right? People really want to pay their taxes, be it direct, be it indirect. So I think if country is compliant, then it's a equal opportunity for all of us. So I think we are now in the phase where rules are playing. Rules are being are the in the center stage to build anything, right? So I would say all these things as an entrepreneur, because I'm in the industry for last 28 years. I'm seeing lot much purpose. I'm seeing lot much determination. I'm seeing lot much. I would say equal right. That I can do it. We can do it, right? So I think I'm sure that I'm not talking about data because I know you people have more and more data around the economy, but I think I'm seeing the whole momentum is shifting towards a growth phase.
So can we ignore the loan growth number, what you've reported for the quarter gone by? You're sounding bullish, you're confident, but if I do a sequential comparison to track the trajectory, your loan growth has moderated by 2%.
No, Nikunj, because we are getting to a scale every year, right? Because 2 years back, my asset book was around 50,000 crores. Now is close to 75,000 crores, right? So the scale require more, I would say, rational around your growth rate because you don't want to grow, irrationally or irresponsibly. You want to be very cognizant of this fact that at a scale, you can be there with more unknowns, right? So we have taken a very calculated call that we will grow sustainably. And as of now, because that there are certain things which may go out of our control, internally and externally both, so idea is to remain around 28-29% kind of growth rate for this year too on the balance sheet, and which we are doing it right. We have grown around 12% for first 6 months. And generally, first 6 months, the growth rate is always 40% of overall. So I think we are on that track. Nothing has slowed down at our level, but we have become more rational. We have become more cautious. We want to price the asset also, because we don't want to say that we are growing and our names are under pressure. So that it's a balancing act, right? But we have 10 odd product lines. So, I'll be very honest on this with you, because that we have built one of the finest asset franchise for this country, right? Which is hardworking, which the people know what they are doing and why they are doing it, right? So I think asset growth will not be an issue for AU. It is more about the calculated call and the rationale behind it.
There seems to be a phenomenon which I think you spoke about a couple of quarters ago when you said that for small finance bank now to diversify, they have to get into microfinance and there would be some diversification. Is that the spirit why which you acquired the FinCare Small Finance Bank A? It's small and B, it gives you reach in South?
Yeah, so Nikhil, let me, because there are so many discussion, there are so many thing I'm listening about our merger, but and this is my first call with you on this subject, and thank you for but let me begin by saying this. This is a voluntary merger, right? There is no push from any of the side. There's no must kind of thing. It's a voluntary merger. This is a merger of two well-governed, well-established and well-run banks, which we haven't seen from last 10 years. Our accounting principles are same, our governance system is same, our supervisory is same, our tax principle are same. So there are less unknowns than more knowns, right? And that what made this merger happy for everybody, that it's a merger of bank. It's not a merger of NBFC in a bank or vice versa, right? So I would say that these are the basic principles when I decided to get into this kind of venture, that it looks amazingly suiting for both the banks, right? And of course, as you just commented, that they are more south dominated, we are more north dominated, right? They are and this is complementary for us, and there are certain skills which they have, right? They have the skills to build microfinance, they have a skill to build south market, right? And we have the skill to build more of a north west markets. We have a skill to build more secure, right? And I don't know how much Rajiv, but Rajiv is an old veteran. Rajiv was the MD CEO of NK Bank. He's an old veteran in the industry. He's working from last for 22 years, and with this institution from last 12 years, right? And the entire Rajiv and the entire team, is I think the top 6 7 people are there in the bank from last maybe now 10 years. So, and they have seen the cycles, right? They have seen the cycles of 2008 and 9. They have seen the cycle of 2015, 16. They have seen the cycle of 2020, 21. So they know that, how in this kind of cycles, how microfinance business operates, how that performs, and that we also have come from nowhere, right? So I think both the bank's journey in the sense of the positioning, the markets, the vintage of team, the approach we have built together, these two banks is very complementary, right? And which is so essential to have that culture and human integration too. Also, once we will decide to work together, right? I think that was another thing. Then tech. I think tech also was very complementary. They are very sharp in their internal digitization. We are very sharp in our external application. So I think I found they're also very complementary skills and a way to go forward. And also one more thing that because nowadays that bank merger does not require NCLT, right? And we have closed this deal in 3 month period. Nikunj, you have to believe me that I met Rajiv and team in the first week of August, right? And we are able to close this in the last week of October, right? And as we move forward, right, we believe that there is no NCLT process.
Right, that was the management of AU Small Finance Bank with the managing editor of ET Now, Nikunj Dalmia, talking about the asset growth, which is not an issue for AU Small Finance Bank, and other issues as well.